Are you over 40 or over 50 and feeling invisible and just not feeling pretty? Maybe you're just feeling a little bit older than you actually are. Well, if that's you, you have found the perfect video, because in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 7 beauty mistakes making you look up to 10 years older. So I've been an influencer and a stylist for over 10 years. I also get a lot of compliments on my makeup, and I'm 51 years old, and I get a ton of questions about, like, Heather, what do you do in terms of like Botox and filler and all of that? So I'm actually going to be spilling the tea after I give you the biggest 7 beauty mistakes that I see and what you should do instead. At the end of the video, I'm going to be telling you every single thing that I've ever done in terms of like Botox, filler, lasers, and things like that. So if you're interested in that, please stick around to the end of the video. I will also be sharing a fun dating story about Mr. Yellowstone. We did have a little hiccup this weekend, but we certainly got through it. Beauty mistake number 1 is using the wrong pillow. So did you know that when we sleep at night, if we're sleeping on a regular pillow, we are crushing our face and creating tons of wrinkles, and it just makes the wrinkles worse every single night when we sleep. So that's something I was struggling with. Obviously, you know, deeper fine lines and wrinkles since I've reached the age of about, 40 or so. I would say I started noticing wrinkles, and definitely one of the big players was I was sleeping on the wrong pillow. I have recently discovered the Omnia pillow by Sleep and Glow. I want to thank Sleep and Glow for sponsoring this video. This Omnia pillow has definitely decreased my fine lines and wrinkles. As you can see, when you sleep on the Omnia pillow, it's basically like your face is floating in a cloud and in this beautiful little space that's created on the Omnia pillow. So you literally have no wrinkles when you sleep at night. And I have definitely noticed lessened fine lines and wrinkles since I have been sleeping on this amazing life-changing pillow by Sleep and Glow called the Omnia. And how about this beautiful pink and white pillowcase? They just sent me this. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. I'm probably going to be getting one of these for my mother and my daughter, the pillow and the pillowcase for Christmas. So now is a great time to grab this gift for somebody on your list, some of those fabulous ladies on your list, but you could also grab one for yourself as well, because like I said, it has definitely slowed down the aging process for me. Another great thing about the Omnia pillow, it actually has reduced my inflammation. I also noticed like some puffiness in my skin and in my face. And since I've been sleeping on this pillow, my face seems less puffy, which I absolutely love. I was also suffering from some neck pain and back pain. And because this Omnia pillow is designed by orthopedists, it basically puts your head in the perfect position so that you don't have neck pain or back pain. So basically, since I've been sleeping on this pillow, my neck pain has gone away completely, which I absolutely love. There was actually a clinical study done, and 87% of the cases of the people using this Omnia pillow noticed less fine lines and wrinkles after using this pillow for only 90 days. So trust me when I say it absolutely works. And there's no better time to grab it than right now for yourself or someone special on your list, because like I said, it would make a great gift. You can get 15% off right now with my special code SoHeather15, and it will be linked down below in my description box. Beauty mistake number 2, and this one will probably get some pushback, and that is thinking that you can only use tinted moisturizer. I disagree. I don't think that gives us enough coverage. At least it doesn't give me enough coverage, because I think if you only use tinted moisturizer, and that's like a common beauty tip that I hear people giving women over 50, and I just disagree with it, because again, I don't think it provides enough coverage. And if you do it the right way by adding a foundation to your tinted moisturizer, you can create enough coverage without looking cakey, because we certainly don't want our makeup to look caked on. And this combination is my absolute favorite. It's what I have on my face right now. This is by Alastin. I've been using it for years. It's phenomenal. It has sunscreen, it's got skincare products, and it is a tinted moisturizer, so it does give you a little bit of coverage, but this alone is not enough. So I love mixing it with the CC cream by It Cosmetics. This covers beautifully. It's a buildable coverage, and I find that mixing these two together gives me this silky, beautiful coverage that is definitely more youthful looking. Beauty mistake number 3 is wearing a flat blush. Instead of wearing a flat blush, you should wear a blush that has some shimmer to it, because that's just going to make your cheeks pop. It's also going to give your cheeks like a luminous, beautiful, sparkly finish that's also very youthful. Now, here's a little beauty tip as well, the placement of our blush. If you put your blush down here on the apples of your cheeks, you're gonna make your face look drawn down. The key as we age, like I said, I'm 51 years old, we want to lift our face. So putting blush in the top part of your cheekbone right here and not down here is going to give you this beautiful lift. So definitely blush placement is key, as well as choosing a blush with some shimmer to it. I really love this Laura Geller blush. It's perfect, and I will be sure and link it down below. Beauty mistake number 4 is not using an eyeshadow primer. This is more of like a eyeshadow, basically like a pencil eyeshadow, and it brightens up my eyelids so much. I use it every single morning. It makes the biggest difference, because one thing I've noticed since I've been aging is like dark circles underneath and a little darkness on my eyelids, and this really brightens my eyes. This is by Thrive. I absolutely love it. It also helps my eyeshadow stay on all day long. Definitely gonna make your eyes pop, look brighter and more youthful. You can wear this alone, but you can also wear eyeshadow over it, and it's also gonna help your eyeshadow stay on all day long. The next beauty mistake, and this is one I used to make a ton, this is beauty mistake number 4B, that would be not using a color corrector. I was just sort of using too much concealer, which can definitely age us, but this Tarte color corrector that I've just discovered is phenomenal. As you can see, I use it underneath my eyes. It takes away the darkness, and it makes the biggest difference. It just brightens the eye. This way, you don't have to use as much concealer if you use this first and then you use the concealer. This is phenomenal. It's also very creamy and hydrating. It's not drying at all, and that's another thing that can age us, is using these concealers or color correctors underneath our eyes that are drying. And this one by Tarte is actually moisturizing, which I absolutely love. Beauty mistake number 5 is not wearing the correct color of eyeshadow. When I say that, I mean you should wear eyeshadow that brings out your eyes and makes your eyes pop. So look at a color wheel. So for me, I have blue eyes. Opposite the color wheel is orange or reds. So those are the colors of eyeshadows that I need to be wearing in order to make my blue eyes pop. And when I do this, I feel like my eyes really show up and I look more youthful, because I think one of the things that I personally struggle with, and I've heard my friends say this too, is as we age, we feel like our eyes sort of disappear. So this little trick will help your eyes really pop. So I will put the color wheel up. So if you have green eyes, you choose something from the opposite end of the color wheel. If you have brown eyes, again, the opposite end of the color wheel is the color of eyeshadow you should be using. My favorite eyeshadow palette that has a lot of those warm orangey terracotta colors is this one by Charlotte Tilbury. It's beautiful. It's got like 9 or 10 colors in it. There's beautiful lighter colors for daytime and richer, darker colors for nighttime. And her eyeshadow is the most potent and it stays on the longest, and that's why I love Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows so much. Beauty mistake number 6 is thinking you can only wear nude lipstick as we age. This could not be further from the truth. When you wear a nude lipstick, in my opinion, you wash yourself out. Also, your teeth don't look as white. So I love wearing a berry color lipstick. This will definitely help you look more youthful because it will bring color and vibrance to your face. It also makes your teeth look whiter, which is always a plus. So here's my little 4-step process, because I do get a ton of questions like, Heather, how do you make your lipstick stay on like all day long? Well, I'm going to tell you. First step would be this beautiful lip liner. It is the color Soar. It's by MAC. It stays on all day, and it's the perfect berry lip shade. Then I top it off with the Laura Geller lipstick, because I don't want my lips to look dry. That's why I put the lipstick on next, because this berry lip shade is perfect. It's not too light. It's not too dark. It's also very nourishing. Then I top it off with the Kylie Jenner lip stain. This lip stain will literally stay on all day long. You can eat, you can drink, and it will not come off. Then to make my lips look plumper and youthful and more vibrant, I do the center of my lips with this beautiful Hourglass lip gloss, and it honestly makes the biggest difference. So that is my 4-step process to helping your lips look plump, more youthful, and the color will stay on all day long. Beauty mistake number 7 is not getting regular treatments like lasers and facials and things of that nature. Because if you do that, if you do get regular facials, like maybe once a month, and you do get regular, like, Botox or filler or laser treatments every quarter, for example, you will upkeep a more youthful appearance of your skin. So here is what I do. Yes, I have had Botox. I get Botox every 3 months. I get it in my forehead. I get it around my eyes. And my favorite place to get Botox is Vitalik Med Spa in Dallas. The girl that does my Botox is phenomenal. Her name is Blaze, and y'all can get 20% off if you mention my name. So if you live in Dallas, I highly recommend that med spa. I also love getting my Halo and BBL there. That is a laser treatment. A BBL gets rid of the dark spots, and the Halo really helps resurface the texture of your skin. I absolutely love this. I try to do that once a year. I do it in the winter time because you don't want to be in the sun when you do it. I've also had Moxie, which is basically needles going into your face, creating injury to your face so that you in turn create collagen, which is going to give you a more youthful appearance. I get this done from Dr. Kevin Hans. He is the absolute best. And he's also obviously a plastic surgeon. So Dr. Hans has also done my filler, which I've had filler in my cheeks. I've had filler around my smile lines. I've had filler in my lips. And there you go. I get filler about once every 9 months. I love Dr. Hans because he numbs me. Basically, he gives me a dental block so I don't feel a thing. And he doesn't make me look like a duck or too overdone. I don't think anybody would think I look too overdone. And maybe some of you might even be surprised to know that I got filler or lip filler. But yes, I have, because again, I wanted to spill all the tea and share exactly what I have done. So that is that. That's what I do on a regular basis. All right, now a little dating story update with Mr. Yellowstone. So I went to visit him this weekend. We had a great time. We went out to dinner. We sat by the fire. We drank coffee. We played with our dogs. Like, he has deer on his land and we saw some deer. It was really fun. I love talking with him. I love the way he makes me feel. But we did have a little hiccup. Basically, we've decided we're exclusive. His phone was like next to us, and this text popped up, and I could tell it was a girl because her photo was like a blonde photo in the text or whatever. And I was like, oh, who's that? He was like, oh yeah, I told you about her. I dated her for a little bit. We went on one date, but it didn't work out because we basically realized that they had dated, like his ex-girlfriend dated her ex-boyfriend. So they kind of had that in common, and he kind of helped her like get through the breakup with his ex-girlfriend a little bit, things like that. His ex-girlfriend was toxic and she knew a lot about that or whatever. So he just was like, you know what? She was just kind of checking up on me this weekend, and I was texting her back, and I was like, you know what? That's not okay. I don't like that. Like, you shouldn't be texting with a girl that you used to date. I was like, would you like it if I texted with a guy that I used to date? And he was like, no, I sure wouldn't. And he was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to send her a text right now saying that I'm in an exclusive relationship and I don't think that her and I need to be communicating anymore. Like, best of luck to you. So he sent her that text. He showed it to me, and that was that. We were able to talk about it. We were able to get through it. And I think that is a key when you're in a relationship with someone, is that when you bring up something that's uncomfortable, you need to make sure that you're able to talk with them about it and that they're able to receive it and act accordingly. And so we were able to do that. And we even talked about it afterwards, like, wow, that was really cool. We had a little disagreement. We talked through it. We feel closer, and it's all good. So I think it's going really well with Mr. Yellowstone. I feel really good about this, and I'm just so excited. He makes me so happy. This is a fun little picture of us in Salado the other weekend. We went out to dinner and we had the best time. Actually, I think this photo was from Georgetown. So that is that. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you think I handled that well, because I always love hearing from y'all. Again, I want to thank Sleep and Glow for sponsoring this video. You guys can get 15% off with my special code SoHeather15. The perfect time to grab this fabulous pillow and beautiful pillowcase for yourself or any of those fabulous ladies on your list. For more style information, you can head over to my blog, SoHeather.com, and on Instagram, I am SoHeatherBlog. I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.